No, we'll make some changes. We'll have match committee this afternoon. It looks like Laird and McKay will be past fit to play. So they would be important ins for us. We'll make a decision on Ricky Henderson. He's had another solid week on the track. So, and of course Ben Rutten was rested last week, so there's a chance that he'll come back into the side as well. So we'll have a look at the best 22, fit 22 available, and then we'll have a look at obviously how the Giants match up as well, and pick a side based on that.
How keen are you to get Ricky Henderson back? Because you haven't been done much, but you sound like you're really keen.
Yeah, he's really important to our setups and our structure, and he's a beautiful kick. He's the right height. He's 188 centimetres, can play tall and small, and he's a penetrating kick. He runs the lines. We haven't had him this year in the side yet, so we've been patiently waiting along with, it took us 7 weeks to get Walker back. Took us a while to get Lynch and Crouch back, hopefully Henderson soon, and fingers crossed for the skipper Van Berlo potentially later in the year as well. So, so nice to be getting guys back instead of losing them for sure.
Has anything been different on the track this week, mood, confidence after such a big win on the week?
We've tried to keep things as normal as possible. Ultimately, you prefer to, win, lose or draw. The focus, the energy, the enthusiasm has to be the same, build up every week. And I guess the challenge for us is, can we replicate the same, desire, determination and attitude that we saw in the showdown in front of 50,000 people? We need to take that up to Sydney in front of, 7 to 10,000 people. So we're professionals, though. This is an industry where you can't take anyone lightly or any opposition lightly. The Giants are a good young side. They've won 2 of their last 3. So we've got to make sure that we go up there with the same attitude that we had last week.
Is there any injury clouds that will make your selection woes a little easier?
I don't think so. I think most of the guys have got through the game. So the 22 that played last week got through the game pretty well. So we won't lose anyone, I don't think, from last week. We'll make a decision on Kerridge later on today as well. He's got another appointment with the doctor this afternoon. So whether he comes back into the side or not, we'll have to just wait and see. He's got that sort of bruising hot spot in his foot. He's had a really good season for us and would hate to put him under any unnecessary risk. So he's another one we'll make a call on probably later today.
Given you've got a few guys coming back, and depending on how results go, you might even be in the 8 with a win. Have you sort of tried to reset the focus a bit this week, looking at the next, 8 games or whatever it is?
Yeah, yes and no. Our focus doesn't shift too far ahead of our next opponent, and there's no easy games. You can't pencil any wins in anymore. This is just, every opponent you play is a real challenge, and if we don't bring our best this week against GWS, we'll get embarrassed. This is a really good young side. So our focus hasn't changed, but you can just feel the energy around the place is just a bit stronger following, a great win last week, and we have to ride that emotion and that confidence for the remainder of the season. It's we're 7-7, 8 games to go. Still a long way to go in this season yet, and I'm sure there's going to be a few, more upsets along the way, not just with us, but throughout the competition. So our only focus is really this week to beat the Giants, and that's the attitude that we'll try and take up there.
Brenton, you guys smashed them last time, but do you feel that they've developed significantly since then?
Yeah, they have. I mean, our record's really solid against GWS. We've had some great performance against them in the past, but that won't count for anything. I mean, scores will start level, 0-0, quarter 1. We've just got to get away to a good start and make sure we keep executing the fundamentals of our game plan. We can't afford to give them a sniff. We can't afford to give them, a start. We have to attack this game like we attacked Port last week. But it's important that our fans know that we did enjoy that win last week. That was great for our footy club, great for our team. But Monday morning, we're back here at work looking ahead to the Giants, and we can't afford to look too far in the revision mirror. We've got to be looking out the windscreen about what's happening next.
Brenton, what about Darren Lehman coming in today to have a chat to you guys? What's that all about?
Yeah, we're really grateful. The Australian cricket coach is in town, and he's one of the Crows ambassadors. He's a big Crows fan, and so we're really grateful that today we've got the opportunity to spend some time with him, coaches, leadership group and players, all separately. He watched us train this morning, and he's about to do a little presentation to us now. So once again, Crows fan, Crows ambassador, and looking forward to his little presentation on the Australian cricket side today.
Do you expect to learn a bit there?
I hope so. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he took the Australian cricket team from rank 6 in the world, Test ranking of 6 when he took over, and now obviously rank 1. So we can learn a lot, even though it's a different industry and a different sport. There's a lot of similarities, I think, between the coaches and the players. The anxiety when you walk out to bat on the MCG on Boxing Day. Similar anxieties walking out, onto Adelaide Oval, first quarter of a showdown. So we'll certainly pick his brain, different sort of concepts, different ideas, different systems that we can potentially work together to try and overlap some ideas. So yeah, can't wait to hear him speak.
So is there a theme to his visit or his presentation or anything like that?
We talked a little bit yesterday about linking in our trademark values into the Australian cricket team's values. But there's a lot of similarities between, coaching a cricket team and a football team. But we'll definitely try and tap into both and see what matches, and if there's anything we can pinch or he can pinch from us, we'll be certainly sharing information.
Last couple, guys.
And it's been good to have Mark Prosciutto back around the club again.
Yeah, awesome having Roo back. I mean, obviously critical part of our board now, and with a great business background, but also to his knowledge in footy and his role with Foxtel and Triple M means that he sees a lot of footy as well. So he'll be a great resource for me. I speak to him every week. He was at training this morning, so I've just had 15, 20 minutes with him then, just talking about last week's game, the Giants this week. So fantastic support for me and a great resource for our coaching group to be able to use him during the weeks now. It's great.
If you had to single out one quality that clicked last weekend that you want to carry through the rest of the year, what would that be?
Too many to single out one particular aspect, but I think what we saw is we saw our guys' self-belief is still very strong. To be 10 points down at half-time against the best second half team in the competition, the best last quarter team in the competition, for us to outwork them, to outrun them, to execute better at critical moments late in the game when we know what Port have done to teams in the last 18 months. That certainly gave us great self-belief going forward, and we've done it against some top 8 sides this year, but we haven't done it against the top 4 side yet. So to execute for 4 quarters against the best side in the AFL was certainly good for our self-belief.
As a coach, how do you replicate that attitude this week against GWS? Because obviously it's no show now.
No, that's right. That's the exact challenge is as a coaching group, but as our leadership group and our players, we have to get on that aeroplane tomorrow with that same desire, same determination and same attitude. Whether you're playing a side outside of the 8 or the best side in the competition, your attitude cannot differ. You have to be, ruthless with your application to the game plan and the structures and the systems every week. And it's tough in this industry because there's no let-ups. You have a good win, and it's expected that you replicate that same form the following week, and that's what good sides do. And we've got to make sure we attack it with the same venom that we did last week.